Hold the brakes, the 2025 MotoGP Austria Grand Prix just got a lot spicier. Iker Lecuona is making his thunderous return to the premier class. Forget the usual suspects like Espargaró or Takayuki Nakagami. HRC has gone off script, diving deep into their World Superbike roster and pulling out the 25-year-old Spanish dynamo to replace an injured Somkiat Chantra. That's right, Chantra, the Thai rookie who's been trying to find his footing this season, has been sidelined again. His right knee injury, specifically a torn lateral collateral ligament, continues to haunt him after a nasty off-road crash in early July. Surgery followed, and despite the long summer break, he's nowhere near ready. That rules him out of not just the Austrian GP at Red Bull Ring, August 17th, but also the Hungarian round at Balaton Park, August 24th. And the situation inside Honda? It's turning into a full-blown crisis. Let's rewind for a second. After Chantra's injury, Honda first tapped Takayuki Nakagami for the Czech GP, only for him to get wiped out in the Brno sprint after a collision with Yamaha test rider Augusto Fernandez. With Nakagami out, Espargaró injured, and Stefan Bradl officially off-duty from Grand Prix weekends, Honda's options have crumbled like a front tire under overheating. Enter Iker Lecuona, the former MotoGP rider, now a key player in Honda's World Superbike program, was the most race-ready substitute they could find. He's fit, experienced, and hungry to prove himself again at the top level. Remember, Lecuona's best ever MotoGP finish? P6 at the Austrian GP back in 2021. Fate brings him full circle. But fate is cruel. Just as Honda made it official, boom, Lecuona crashes during the World Superbike Hungarian round. Injured, out, again. Honda is back to square one, scrambling for solutions with the clock ticking toward Austria. And now all eyes turn to Xavi Vierge, Lecuona's World Superbike teammate and the latest name in the rumor mill. Vierge, he's got grit, no doubt. 6 seasons in Moto2 with 4 podiums, and currently chasing his best ever World Superbike season in 9th place. But let's be honest, he's never shown the flash of brilliance that says MotoGP ready. Still, with Honda's factory effort in shambles and their 2026 plans hanging in the balance, Vierge might be the only card left to play. And speaking of 2026, rumors are swirling about a massive Honda rider shakeup, which should send chills down Chantra's spine. His contract for next year? Yes, on paper. But in MotoGP, paper doesn't win you race seats, performance does. And so far, Chantra hasn't delivered. Meanwhile, Johann Zarco keeps Honda's dignity afloat, sitting 8th in the standings, while Chantra languishes down in 26th. The contrast is brutal, and the pressure is boiling over. This isn't just a rider swap, folks. This is a Honda house fire, and someone's trying to find the extinguisher blindfolded. MotoGP Austria 2025 is shaping up to be a weekend of chaos, surprise comebacks, and last-minute miracles. Will Iker Lecuona make it back in time? Will Vierge seize the spotlight? Or will Honda's substitute roulette keep spinning out of control? We'll be watching, loud, live, and wide open. As the MotoGP paddock braces for the Austrian GP, the Honda garage is more tense than ever. What started as a hopeful mid-season reset has become a spiraling saga of injury, misfortune, and desperation. Let's talk about timing, the worst enemy in racing. Just as Jorge Martin cements his future at Aprilia and Luca Marini gets another year stamped with Honda, the factory finds itself scraping the bottom of the talent barrel to fill one vacant seat. Lecuona looked like the silver bullet. Now he's bandaged on the sidelines, and with Espargaró's thumb injury and Nakagami knocked out of contention, Honda is nearly out of options. But wait, it gets more dramatic. Sources inside HRC reveal that this chaos has accelerated internal discussions about next year's lineup. The 2026 Plan H is no longer just a sketch on the wall. It's turning into a survival blueprint. Everyone is being evaluated. Chantra may have had his contract locked in, but Honda's tolerance for underperformance is shrinking fast. Why? Because they can't afford another lost year. The pressure from Japan is intense. tense, sponsors are getting restless, fans are losing patience, and the shadow of Marc Marquez still looms large, the last man who truly made the RC213 dance. Honda is done playing it safe. The message is clear: perform or pack up. Now all eyes shift to Xavi Vierge. This could be his defining moment, a chance to leap from mid-pack World Superbike anonymity to MotoGP relevance. And don't think for a second that Vierge doesn't know that. He's already training like a madman hoping for that call, because in MotoGP, it only takes one breakthrough race to change your destiny forever. Meanwhile, inside LCR, the mood is boiling. Johann Zarco is flying solo, holding the team's hopes together like duct tape on a carbon fairing. He's been vocal about the need for a consistent teammate, the constant turnover, killing development, killing rhythm, killing confidence. And then there's the wild card, Stefan Bradl. Still respected, still razor-sharp in data, but he's made it clear, no more Sunday battles, only testing, only factory duties. That ship has sailed. So what happens now? Will Honda gamble on Vierge? Will Iker Lecuona heal in time to make a miraculous return at Balaton Park? Or will the team roll the dice on an even bolder wild card? Maybe for Moto2 or another ex-MotoGP talent sitting in the shadows? One thing's for sure, MotoGP Austria 2025 is about to explode with unexpected storylines. This isn't just another weekend, it's a statement race. For Iker Lecuona, it was supposed to be a glorious comeback. For Somkiat Chantra, it's turning into a countdown to uncertainty. For Honda, it's the edge of a cliff.